For people entering that event, how do they win it? You know about winning the event, you know about running the event. How do they win?
It's a good question. Hold on a minute. Richard? Have you got something?
Yeah.
Oh, Richard Brunning here.
Hello. Richard Brunning, Technical Director. Richard, when I arrived this morning, you took something out of your pocket and showed it to me. Have you got it with you now?
Yeah, I haven't, but I've got these.
So what did you show me earlier?
In the engineering stops,
Show them to the camera.
we get to see the karts in their naked form, and we get to see the drivers and the teams that are really looking after them. And the way to win the race is, one of the ways to win the race is to look after your kart. And we noticed pretty early on, the guys that were really looking after their kart had pads at the maintenance stop that looked like this. And there were quite a few other teams, when we took the pads out, they looked like this.
Oh, wow.
And that was a huge indicator for us, for the guys that were really on it. There is a difference, of course. There was one or two teams that were quite slow who looked like that, but generally speaking, if they look after their kart, they have to stop less. And one of the things that we have to do when they get to that point is there's no fluid left in the reservoir, so we have to bleed it through. So they're losing 2 or 3 minutes as we have to bleed the system through. But if they come like that, we can swap them in 3.5 minutes, even though they're hot. So that's one of the indicators, looking after your kart.
Would you say it's all about thinking about the long run? It is 24 hours, but I think some teams think of it as sort of 8-10 hours and then treat the other half as a whole separate race.
Well, possibly, but I think you can't sprint through the fuel stops. You can't race at 100% for the whole race, otherwise you end up with that. You've got to think of it as a marathon. And the guys that do think of it as a marathon and pace themselves accordingly, their kart breaks down less, they have fewer problems, and it's much better for the team.